Hey folks, I'm CPC Gamer, and welcome to the stream. Also, thank you very much for the glitter, oh Wales. I know you're not keen on the horror games anyway, but you've also got a lot going on currently, so I hope everything continues to be okay with that. Do let us know. We worry and have concern. Also, Empirical Woodlands over here, don't forget to save your game, and I would if I had the ability to do so, because this game does not seem overly keen on letting you want to save. Remothered, that is a game that I have heard of, but I couldn't tell you which one it is. And even if you were to explain to me, oh yeah, it's the one with such and such a thing, then I'd go, nope, I got nothing. Actually, let's take a look, shall we? We do love some hot Googling action on this here stream. This looks like a really good rule of rose. How about that? Beep has played many things, so I don't know that that necessarily helps. Anyways, let's go over here and let's play White Dead. That's the one we're gonna do. We're gonna pitch that down a bit because that thunderstorm is very, very loud. Oh, I'm not doubting you, Empirical Woodland. I'm not saying they haven't played that. I'm just saying, you know, Beep plays a lot of games, and I'm not entirely sure what those would be. So, it's White Day. My stream title is more like White Noise, because there's not a great deal that is happening, but hey, you know, sometimes you... Did the camera always have this waver thing? I thought that was it's not as bad as Madison. My goodness, that game was awful for that. Right, what are my buttons? What's my interact button? Is it you? It's you. And then you were... nothing. You're my firelighter. Okay. Oh, yeah, I changed my outfit. By the way, hello. I thought, you know, I was going through the extra outfits, and I thought, this guy looks kind of cool. He's got the equipment belts and stuff. That's pretty great. And I'm wondering if this outfit is supposed to maybe be something. Initially, I thought maybe Nathan Drake, but I don't think he has, a beanie hat. I think I'm just, generic adventure dude. But it could be a reference, because the girls have outfits. They have, Lara Croft, and Mad Max, and Jill Valentine, and I think... that's it, because you've only met 3 female characters. There you go. I hope that is just a glitch as well, Kosaka, because that sort of thing can, A, totally ruin immersion, and B, just totally ruin the experience in general, because you want your guy to, work. You want a game to do what it's supposed to do. Is that everything that's in this building? Just 2 toilets? Do you work? Oh, you do. Amazing. Okay. It's the same barrier I saw in Main Building 1. I thought that was a shard that I could pick up, but actually it's just... that's just what that artwork looks like. That's pretty cool artwork. I like that. That's probably going to be the ending for this particular level. we do our thing, and then I want noodles. Give me noodles. Oh, I need to put in additional money for noodles. Just watch me get immediately destroyed and all my hard-found money wasted. Eddie? Is that you? Because I... Good. Because this is the wrong restroom for doing that. Is it? No, it's not. This is the right restroom for doing that. But also, don't be doing that. That scene is disgusting. There's a bit of behind-the-scenes trivia for you there with Silent Hill 2. There's a scene fairly early on where you meet a man hunched over a toilet. And it's, you know, typically bizarre in the way that Silent Hill games are. And originally, it was a lot worse. And it included, like, visual rendering of him throwing up. And the devs were like, have we gone too far? Should we take this out? And then there was a power cut, and they lost all their work because that hard drive got destroyed. And they took that as a sign to maybe rein it in a bit. Let's not do that in that scene. And they didn't. Oh, I need a key for that. What happened to that key press we were supposed to have? Do you remember that? I found out a new secret about the music teacher's hidden treasure. One of the paintings in the main building is said to have a key inside it that unlocks the room. I'm so close to winning this treasure hunt that I can almost taste it. Oh yeah, I remember I had that before, and then I just immediately slammed it into my face instead of using the menu correctly. Alright, that's a lock. That's the exit door. So I need to go to this one. Do I have a map? Oh, there you go. I knew I had a shortcut for a map. I was using the one from the coma. Oh, right, that door is locked. Which means that this door is locked. Smart man. And that one won't let me in. So logic tells me this one will open. Eventually. Because it's got a light over it. Bit of game design for you there. Doors that can open, put a light over them. And if you want your player to look somewhere, shine a light on it. Generally works fairly well. What a nice dog. Look at that dog. I know I'd put my dog in stuff. I do, in fact. That's what Mickey is. Like when he shows up in the Pokemon games. So how's it going, everybody? How are we doing today? Is everybody surviving on this here Monday? Because I'm getting there. Is that soap? Oh, it's soy milk. Okay. You had a nice day yesterday, and now it is Monday. That sounds about right for Mondays. Why is this cubicle locked? my crouch button? Is it you? It is. This feels quite wrong. What? Oh, it's that door. I thought there was a door over here. And that was, that would have been really cool, actually. Nice little bit of non-Euclidean space. I'm a big fan of that. Okay, in general, I do not think it is unreasonable that you pay for something and that something works. That is how it should be. Given how a lot of game dev works, that is not always possible. Oh, here we go. Right. I'm going to open this one with a drink. Just because I know how long these go. Find my body for me. The weather was so hot that it made it hard to breathe, and the cicadas would not stop chirping. The foreman in charge of construction to connect the new building to the old found everything irritating. In his opinion, it was a pointless project, but he wasn't going to complain since it was paid work. The sun blazed even hotter after lunch, and heat waves rose off the asphalt. The workers protested that it was too hot to work. The foreman was both jealous and spiteful of the brash attitude of the workers. However, he agreed it was too hot to work. The foreman ordered his workers to take a break. No progress was being made anyway, and if a worker happened to get heat stroke, it would just make matters worse. Everyone found a spot in the shade and slept soundly. Then, something happened while everyone was in deep in sleep. A loud cracking sound echoed around campus. It sounded like the scaffolding had crashed through the safety net. Still drowsy from their nap, the workers paid no attention to it and went back to sleep. It was different matter for the foreman. If there was indeed a problem with the safety net, it would be his responsibility. He yelled at his workers to check out the safety net, but they pretended like they didn't hear him. Annoyed, the foreman realized that he had to check it out himself. The workers, who were debating whether to get up or not, were glad that the foreman had left without them. Suddenly, the foreman yelled, and then was cut off, leaving an eerie silence. The workers jumped up and rushed to the foreman. The foreman was frozen in shock, staring at a terrible sight. Where the scaffolding had fallen through the safety net was the dead body of a woman, and the woman's corpse had no head. The foreman and the workers instantly recognized the dead woman as someone who worked in a local restaurant. From the chopped stump of her neck, dark red blood was spewing out and soaking into the ground. The foreman and the workers kept their mouths shut and moved quickly. It was the first time they had worked together so harmoniously. Despite searching everywhere, they could not find the missing head. In the end, they buried the body in cement and sent it to a waste facility. I feel like that's a bit over the top. It seemed like they did a perfect job covering up what had happened. No one would ever know what had happened, aside from themselves. For some reason, though, strange accidents kept on happening after the incident. Workers were injured much more frequently than before. And this slowed progress on construction, and a rumor spread among the workers that there was a ghost at the site. The foreman fumed with anger and ordered his men to keep their mouths shut. Then, a pulley fell from the fourth floor and crushed a worker to death. While his body had been mangled by the pulley, his head was strangely unharmed. The foreman became terrified and decided to turn himself in to the police. Even then, rumors persisted that a floating head could sometimes be seen. Oh, it's the plot of Tormented! I say I love that movie. Eventually, the construction work was completed, despite the slow progress. When the school reopened after summer break, they were shocked to find the dead woman's head in the garden. They say that the head looked as if it had just been cut off the body, despite the fact it had been out in the heat of summer for weeks. I feel like the correct thing to do upon finding a body is you call the police. And then you go, hey, I found this thing. I feel like that shouldn't be there. What am I doing? Oh, that's right. I hadn't finished exploring the ground floor, so I'm going to go and finish exploring the ground floor. That's the roof of a building. I thought something hadn't loaded then. I was a little worried. So yeah, Kosaka, the thing I was talking about, occasionally there are behind-the-scenes politics reasons that a game will be shipped in a broken state. Most famously, I believe the most recent Tony Hawk game was essentially made so they could just keep the license, and it was... essentially, there was nothing on the disc. There was just, like, the default test map, and that's it. And the idea was that you'd ultimately download everything else later, when they had finished making it. Ooh, a coin. And yes, similar thing. In that instance, you would hope that the game you bought would work. But it was made to fulfill contractual obligations, so, like... no! You can't have that. Can I have that? What's that? Lost and found room key. Nice. Where is lost and... also, why does this school have a bedroom? My school never had a bedroom. Where is lost and found? Is it over here? Why can I examine that? What can I examine that's not you? Is it you? It is you! Huh. Give me that. Student Department Office key unlocks a Student Department Office in Main Building 2. Where is the Student Department Office? Second floor! Alright, we are making progress. Well, there's the thing. How do you know if something was made just to keep the rights to it? I mean, it was. That is obviously why that particular Tony Hawk game was made. But the devs could just as easily go, or the parent company, I should say, could just as easily say, no, the devs just did a shoddy job of it. We wanted to make this game the absolute best it could be. And yet... yeah, felt pen. Give me that pen. What else is in here? Is it you? Oh, God. Am I going to have to learn to count again? That is correct, by the way. That's, I can't speak for Korean, but it's not Korean, because the thumbnails for this are in Korean. Is this Japanese class or Chinese class? Could be. Okay. An eye-testing lens. Well, I definitely know where I can put that. In a manner of speaking. Open drawer. Why no can open drawer? Give me that. Yeah, like this is absolutely kanji counting. Oh, I'm glad that I know how to do that. I feel like that could become really, really annoying if I couldn't. Ooh, hello. This one is another lockbox to which I do not have the code. We'll come back for that. Hopefully I will remember it. Hopefully the code is not in this room and I'm completely missing it. Who even knows? Seriously, why can I not? Oh, there you go. Worth it. Absolutely worth it. I don't think there was anything in here, but I am going to unlock that door. There we go. Do these do anything? I don't think they do. Well, I think the next thing we're going to need to do is to... Oh, wait! I can interact with that! That is not super great design, I'll be honest, because... I don't know, I feel like that... Because we've had all of this concept art and pictures of the dev's dogs and stuff like that on the walls, I had assumed it was that. And then game says no. Where's Lost and Found? It's over here. This side. Oh yeah! This episode had creepy baby in it. That is a pleasant sound! Thank you for making it! Alright, hang on. To Ji-won Kim, please forgive me for not saying goodbye in person. I am being forced to leave, all because of a sick rumor. I'm just going to drop this right about now. Probably should have done it at the start of the stream. General content warning for discussion and description of self-harm. I tend to skip over the problem words with that, but this game generally likes to throw that out there, and I don't know where. So, as a heads up, that might be up on the screen, but I'm going to skip saying it. Okay? Okay. Should you hear a rumor about me, please do not pay attention to it. It's a story made up by people plotting against me. Once I leave, I'm sure you'll be bored, because there will be no one left to entertain your ridiculous theories and ideas. For me, I will be sad, because there will be no one to understand my world of art. To ease the sadness of saying goodbye, I leave you a farewell gift. It's my painting of you holding your first art piece. I think you said you created that piece to hide something important, right? Anyway, I wish you good health and good luck in the future. I'm putting the picture together! And it's going to be that teacher holding the artwork. I don't know if that's a bug or not. Why are the indoor windows raining? Because, like, this is fine. It's raining outside. Why are you? And I see that's one of the things where you can... Like, you're a horror game director. You could just be like, yeah, no, it's meant to be like that. It's supposed to be scary. Okay. Now, what I'm thinking is, this one here is supposed to be related to this one here. Because generally speaking, this game keeps... Actually, no, it doesn't. I was thinking, like, doesn't this game keep all the clues close to the puzzles? Actually, no, it doesn't. This is going to be a clue to something on just the other side of the building. But what exactly am I looking at? Because these do not appear to be numbers. There may actually be flashing lights in this one as well. I don't immediately recall. Because these aren't... Like, that one looks like Hoon, which is like minutes. And that's not a... Can I take you? Do you do anything? No, you don't. Well... I can't do anything with this board, so I think this is going to be for later, but I really want to know what this is about. Let's just put that away, because... I don't know, I get the feeling we're going to be scouted out sometime soon. And I don't want to do that. Alright, where else can we go? We didn't check the principal's office. I bet that's got all the answers. And we're gonna find a little baby hanging out there, and it will probably scream and run away. I wonder, is that supposed to be that one? You know the one. Mandragora? Is that the one? Hello. A Korean name I cannot pronounce. How's it going? Welcome on in. We're just taking a look through White Day just to see how it goes, because this is what we do on Mondays. We play horror games. And you... Oh! You guys back. Well, hey, it's good to have you in here. You in the chat, not the janitor. The janitor can get out of here. Ooh. How's your reading comprehension? Because this game is apparently expecting me to look at something that I do not understand. Oh ho ho ho. Well, I'm gonna need to find another lens for that, I think. So there we go. Okay. What is that? And why can I see you through the wall? Is that like a really distant item prompt? It might be. Let's go find out. I hear that little creepy thing running around. I don't like the sounds of that. Okay. Okay, let's check this out. Where is it? Is it this room? Yeah, it's this room. Am I missing something on this board that I cannot read? Because because I can read this, and then I look at that, and I go, oh, I don't know. Like, I see this symbol repeated, which looks a little bit like only here. It looks like ne in katakana, which it isn't, I don't think, because I believe ne has a little nodule on top of it. And I'm probably completely wrong. Oh, I see. Empirical Woodland, you've got the tech. You know what's going on. Because the automatic translation that I have as part of Twitch just is like DKSL, SLK, SLK. Like, I'm pretty sure that's not what that is, Twitch. I'm sure that is a word. Okay, so my line of thinking is, this puzzle right here is used either for that box or the one beside the principal's office, because that guy's got a keypad as well. And I'm going to say the principal's office, because that is a little further away than this one is. I might need a little help with this, at least this part. Because I cannot easily read what is written. Because, hang on, I'm just going to pause, because that way the janitor's not going to come and find me. That absolutely does not help me at all. I thought, sure, let's check out, you know, numerals in Korean, in Chinese. I can't read those. I can't actually say that in Korean, but is there a clue here? That is a genuine question that I wish to have answered, because I feel like this is a clue. But I can't work out what that clue is. Oh, it's a seam. Oh! Has this been randomly generated? And that's like part of this texture that's been plastered onto this board. Very clever. Nobody here, Mr. Janitor. Same in Korean as in English. Penguin. Okay. Well, how about that? I watched one of the... Hey! Those textures pop in. Maybe not the password directly. How would I work it out? Because I want to say that this is maths. And these are sums. Because here are some numbers. So it's going to be something plus minus... It's going to be either of those. That number. And then this number plus minus that number. Something plus minus that, something plus minus that. But these are not characters I can immediately recognize. Unless I'm missing a note. Do I have anything in my notebook? Nah, because these are all, like, from the previous building. And that's telling me not to drink coffee, which is now off the screen. And I don't get to look at it. Also, I like that this has been here the whole time, and I have had no text messages. I can't actually even guess what that would be, because, like I say, my initial thought is, has somebody written this all down very, very badly? So, like, oh, I don't know, is this one meant to be 4? But they can't draw it like that. They've just gotten it wrong. But, like, what is this? I don't know. Well, while we wait on that, let us see. Is there anywhere else I can explore? Faculty office is locked. Can I get to the 3rd floor? Maybe let's go check out the 3rd floor. Maybe let's check out the top center of the screen, because I know that the janitor is on patrol now, and at some point, out he comes, and I'm gonna get caught. Have I been up this? Oh, I have been up this way. I'm gonna say, why is that door open? I don't like the look of that. I think I have actually been to this floor as well, and this is just additional locked doors. Or not. There's also some milk. Let's go. And let me tell you, if this thing were to move, even just the eye, that would get me. Because stuff moving that's not supposed to move, that gets me essentially every time. I'm thinking about Condemned again. What a good game. Not You, the sequel. Do I want to like that? I feel like that's just going to attract attention. Let's just turn that off. Or, worst case, that will just burn the school down. 2841. Okay. Let's go try that. Let's go try your game, Mr. Principal's office. I really hope that is the solution, because that would be hilarious. How on earth did you solve that puzzle, CPC Gamer? Well, let me tell you, as it happens, I found someone who speaks the language. Was that you? That's you. Ooh, hello. Truthfinder, Yaoundé newspaper, spring issue. Let's learn about Morse code. Morse code is a communication code invented and developed by Samuel Finley Breese Morse that can compose and send sentences using short and long signals. It is considered the most basic emergency communication code due to the fact that you can communicate using very simple signals. As Morse code is composed of short and long signals, you do not need a special device to communicate it as long as you can express it. For example, you may send messages by controlling the speed at which you blink or tap with your fingers. For this characteristic, it often appears in books and movies where the main character in danger uses it to secretly send messages without being found out by the enemy. The original Morse code requires that you pause about 3 short signals between sending of a text, but depending on the situation, it's possible to send signals continuously. In such cases, you want to analyze it in sections broken up using the same number as the signals. For example, if it's a number, every 5 signals indicate a number. So for a 4-digit number, it would be 5 times 4 equals 20. Thus, you would analyze 20 signals in sections of 5. I'm going to have to decode Morse code. I am braced for disaster. He's going to be on the other side of that door. He might be coming in here. This is probably his room, right? If so, let's get ready to run. How about? Because I don't fancy a fight, especially with these creepy strings coming in. You hear that? No, I should be safe, because he's never opened doors before, that I recall. He's just patrolling. Hey, no problem. It's interesting to see different countries and cultures do different things with horror, especially when they focus on what is traditional for that culture or country. And I don't know a great deal about whether this game is doing Korean horror. Like, there's a lot of schoolyard rumors. Is it true? And I don't know how much of it applies to Korean folklore, or even pop culture Korean folklore. Alright. Right. Code is 2, 8, 4, 1. Oh my god, thank you so much for the answer to that puzzle. Genuinely, that would have been the end of this game, because I cannot read kanji. So there we go. And now we get to read about water disconnection. The water to the main building has been disconnected due to an undetermined reason. However, a single sink in the science lab on the 3rd floor of main building 2 still has running water. The students seem to find this disturbing. A major repair will be conducted to rectify our current water problem. Vice Principal Sang-moon Lee. Alrighty, why did I come in here? We're gonna find another head in the closet like last time. Did I see something I wasn't supposed to see? I think I may have done. Number 1, Ji-Won Kim. Is male, religion NA, subject music. Committed that on the school ground. Oh, I nearly got that word in the wrong place. He did that on the school grounds in 2000. No family or friends appeared after his death. Seemed antisocial and exhibited eccentric behavior from the start. Created and spread rumors about a conspiracy in the school. Showed some signs of paranoia. Installed a lock on the music supply room for his exclusive use and would hide the piano chair key so no one else could find it. He is being closely monitored around the time of his death. The possibility of murder cannot be ruled out. But given the weight of the evidence found, it is most likely he did that. Na Young-han. Female, senior year, homeroom 11, a top student during her first 2 years, but her grades began to fall when she entered 3rd year. The cause for her grade slipping was not found. She did not appear to be having issues at school or home. She was found dead in the school, lacking any evidence for murder, as death was ruled as that via hanging. This is why I give that content warning. A delusional woman who began... this is somebody unknown. A delusional woman who began wandering around the school 2 or 3 years ago. Will sometimes trespass onto school grounds, but does not show any concerning behavior. Trespassing on school grounds is concerning behavior. You be careful with that. She may be involved with the accident 3 years ago, but there is no evidence linking her. Exhibits a particular sensibility to the alarms, fire and security. They cause her to have seizures. Alright, what else can I do in here? Anything? There's gotta be something that I can... Got to be something that I can do in here. Because... Oh. A handle made of wood. It looks like it can be fitted to something, with something, to unlock a place you couldn't open before. Because I was going to say, there appears to be an awful lot of work getting in here for what is apparently nothing. Anything in here? The puzzle on the left. I'm hiding. I'm hiding behind a chair. I have become chair. Oh, look at that. You may be right, actually. So you need to be a consistent design. Is any one of these locked in place? No. But... Alright, what does that one look like? That is... The little head-looking bit is on the right-hand side. Which tells me that I need to do it like that. Because why would you have it all facing the right-hand side? You want it symmetrical. Yeah, you want it symmetrical. There you go. No, don't put the desk down. We want to actually get that thing. Oh, hello! Criddle, hello, how's it going? I'm gonna pick that up. So, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, yes, I do. But short term, I think I'll be okay just sort of bungling around and finding my way. I've gotten this far, so far, on my own. We'll see how the rest of it goes. I'm feeling incredibly lucky today, Criddle. You don't even know. Something is hidden in the faculty office. I'm just gonna hide over here until your guy goes away. Alright, faculty office is directly next door. What is that? Am I seeing my own hat? Is that what that is? That might be what that is. Oh, not that way. That's the storeroom. Faculty office is this one. Did I do this? Keys. No. Oh, yeah, because I just looked at the guy. I wonder if that was there before. Faculty Office 2. Oh, got you. Second floor. How many pens do I have? Is it worth saving? I think it might be worth saving. We're like an hour into this. I've made progress. I do not wish to lose that. Also, I did notice the logo to the game appearing bottom left. So I think the game is auto-saving. I just didn't see a record saying that it would do that. Alright, faculty room is... not you! It's this one. Do you know it would make sense that the sign for the entrance would be over the entrance, and that's the exit door? 129, I don't know if you saw this, or if you've like noted any of the backlog or anything, but I played a game called The Coma before this one, which is very similar setting-wise. I'm just gonna take that. Very similar setting-wise, where you're exploring a Korean high school.
Oh, if it isn't my nemesis.
And that one taught me about entrance and exit
There's a girl
doors.
you've been desperately following around, like a puppy dog.
No!
Problem is, I've been stabbed in the back before.
I didn't know the game would do that. I was gonna say I was waiting for her.
Let go of me. I was totally fine without your help. What is wrong with this building? Why does it shake all the time? Well, I'm out of here. You can leave or stay and find So Young. Whatever.
So this is something that I don't get. Like, I understand maybe those two are rivals, but also, if the building is collapsing, you want to put rivalries aside, and you're like, oh no, there's monsters, let's go find So Young. Anyhow, state of the school report. State of the school. Inappropriate rumors in school. Games like treasure hunting are becoming a quick-spreading fad among the students. But this is no average treasure hunt. It's to find the CD which belongs to the deceased music teacher who did that on the school premises last year. The rumor is that Mr. Kim, the music teacher, had left a CD before his death, which contains his last words, and the secret of the school. According to the students, the clues Mr. Kim has left are being found periodically, raising the credibility of the rumor. This rumor has come to the point where it is disrupting classes. Some students are even known to have bet huge amounts of money on this. All homeroom teachers are advised to be aware of this situation and to pay special attention in regards to this issue. Alright, what else have we got in here? Yeah, I'm sorry to hear it's not going super great. Like, I somewhat understand why, but no, that's just awful. And I'm sorry things are not going well. What year is this that we are using a typewriter? Alright, what's missing? I, O, M, and N? Checks keyboard. I got those the wrong way around, but yes. Can we make anything with those? You can spell money. Nemo. Onem. That's not even a word. I just made it up. Science key. A note in the faculty lounge. Get rid of the broken stereo system in the music supplies room. The rumor that the broken stereo plays by itself is causing even more chaos in the student community, which is already in disarray. Students won't even enter the music room. Since it belonged to Ji-won Kim, who did that last year, put it away with the rest of his personal artifacts in the lost and found room. We are going to steal a radio from the lost and found room. Let's go. Oh yeah, would you like a hug? This is something that we do in my channel. We've got channel points for a hug. We're a very huggy group. We do like... Where's the music room? Well, I have a key for the science lab. And I also know that there's something going on in the music room. Nope. That's the door. There we go. You don't? Well, that's okay. Because that's why we ask first. Oh, excuse me. Nothing to see here. I'm not trespassing on the school grounds. Definitely no Scooby Gang nonsense over here. Nope. Right. So while we wait for that guy to turn around and leave, I can't believe that worked. We're gonna go and do show and tell. Because Empirical Woodland has redeemed said, and we have a new friend in chat, and we just... This is something else we do over here. We do show and tell. Yeah, you get out of here. Alright, let's go. Let's pause that, because I can't pause. I'm hiding. Now I can pause. Okay, good. Little worrying. Here we go. So Empirical Woodland has redeemed Show and Tell. And today's Show and Tell is... a packet of Candy Kitten... candy. And the reason I show this off is because... you guys may know that where I work, we sell sweets and food and other bits and pieces like that. And part of it is... oh my god, Gourmies! You're right, Jaded Mew, like Gourmet candy. That's a real bad pun. Anyway, the reason I show this off is because we did a full store markdown recently, and part of that is checking the expiration dates on every food item in the store. And around 200 packets of Candy Kittens had expired a couple of days ago. Cut to me spending an hour sitting in the back room reducing each item to 0 and throwing them all in a crate. And I bring this up because the old policy for most places with stock that cannot be sold is that it is destroyed and thrown out. But what we do with food lately is we put it in the staff lounge, and it is the pantry, and you can help yourself to whatever you want. And it's sort of a pay it forward kind of thing. If you want to donate to it, you can. If not, genuinely you don't have to. It is paid for with store funds. That's great. But currently, it has a couple of 100 packets of Candy Kittens gummy candy in it. And I've had one. I had the apple and dragon fruit. That's the best flavor available. But I have had orders from members of my family. Like, one of my sisters got in touch, like, hey, if you got any of those, like, blood orange ones, I'll take a couple packets of those. And Empirical Woodland has mentioned the fizzy ones, or the Eaten Mess ones. Same deal, if you got any of those going, sign me up. And I think that's great. It just tickles me that we've got all of this, all of these sweets, and we are putting them to good use. There's just bloody loads of them. And that is today's show and tell. Thank you very much, Empirical Woodland, for redeeming such a thing. Just wait till Click gets here. He'll be very, very upset. And then I'll have to come back to this window and pretend I didn't do it yet. So, shh. Let's not tell him. Let's go back to the game. They'll never know. Speaking of food, I'm gonna drink some milk. I see it says the janitor's gone, but I hear him. What are you doing, game? Wild. What's he doing? Third floor science lab. Is he in the stack? How am I supposed to get anywhere if your boy's in the staircase? That hardly seems fair now, does it? Doesn't it? Does it? What is the correct sentence structure with that hardly seems fair? I knew that was coming as soon as I did that. Oh, that's just death. That is just death. I feel like there should be a shove button. Like, it wouldn't work, like, to do any harm. It'd be like the kick button in Haunting Ground. Right, did I get you? Let's just check my inventory, how about? Yes, I have a cassette tape, so that means that I have done that. This does also confirm my previous question, that, in fact, the game is auto-saving, which is a small grace, and I appreciate it greatly. I was worried I'd left one of those doors open. Right. Third floor science lab. Let's go. Are you just spinning? What are you doing? You are coming into this corridor. Okay. We hide, and we wait. This is the problem with tension games like this one, where you just gotta wait for your guy to pass, I suppose, and he will. And then we can sneak out behind him. And I can keep my ear to the door and listen to where he is. If, in fact, he is coming down this corridor. Oh, he is, because there's his torch. Okay. I'm going to say that sounds suitably behind me. And I'm just going to walk and not run and hope that he doesn't notice. And he doesn't quickly turn around. And everything will be fine. Open, open, open. Close, close, close. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, look at me. Solid Snake over here. Whatever the Korean high school boy equivalent of that would be. Okay. You look for the one with the sign above the door. That's how you know. But also, that's not the science lab. This one is the science lab. As we have discovered earlier on in this very video, I can't read Hangul, okay? I know one word, which I picked up from Overwatch.
Is there? Don't come any closer.
Don't be scared, it's just me.
Heman? Is it really you? It's too dark to see well. School feels really strange tonight. What's that? Did you just hear something?
Little closer to the mic, please.
Turn on the light!
I was trying to use the lighter button, but it didn't let me. That would have been a really cool little thing.
That was scary.
You know, I wonder.
What was she doing in here?
Jihyun, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm alright. I was just a little surprised. It's a good thing we're here together, though. This school is so old. It's always scary.
I feel like that's a trap.
But tonight, I think it's even worse. They say many people committed suicide here. Apparently, it was at its worst when the school was new. They had to use talismans and even called for an exorcism. My old music teacher used to tell me this stuff. He was interested in this sort of thing. That is, until all of a sudden, he killed himself in that music room.
On this very night.
Did you hear the smell? It's coming from the music room. You go inside first.
Just feels like the kind of game that would do that. Right, now I'm gonna go back into the science lab, thanks. Oh no! Are we gonna come up on another timed puzzle? Because we have a partner. Accident report of March 16th, 19 XDX. On March 15th, around 9:50 p.m., there was a fire in the home economics room at the Y High School in Seoul, killing one female student. The fire damaged hundreds of dollars worth of property, but caused little structural damage. The only small fire that was put out in a this was only a small fire that was put out in a matter of minutes. The accident happened right after the end of night classes, so most students were out of the building. But one student was killed while waiting for her mother. She was suffering from asthma, and the police believe that she died from an asthma attack triggered by the sudden fire. The authorities are investigating further to determine her exact cause of death. Don't be scared. Well, let me tell you. I might be. Hey. Hey! Oh, okay. I thought I already had one of those. I had the 1 gram weight, not your 10 gram weight. Finding all these puzzle pieces makes me wonder if I am missing clues. Could be. Alright, let's go, pink uniform. We're gonna go to the music room. I swear if I have to read that poem about birds, I shan't be happy. An upside-down clock pendulum. His voice shall be the key to unlocking the secret of music appreciation. That's pretty clever, actually. The dripping blood is playing the individual notes. I like that. Okay. So it's so it's more like there. And then I forget which one it was. Let's go with F. Thanks! I thought it was a set square and I was going to start rapping about a trigonometry set. I would be banned immediately. Oh, what are you? 7582? Think you'll find that's a password?
Hey, Ji-hyun. Where have you been? I've been looking everywhere for you. Is that so? I didn't know. Sorry. Let's get going. He's too busy chasing after so young.
Oh, just sink that ship.
Come on. What are you doing? Wouldn't it be smarter to stay together? Don't you get it? He doesn't care at all about us. And even if you're in the same class as him, can he be trusted? Well, he probably doesn't know his way around here yet. So what? We don't know him at all. Look at this. Fine, do what you want. It's easier for me if I don't have to babysit anybody. You. I'll be watching you. Be careful.
Do you know what? I'm coming around to Rick Stress's way of thinking. That she is becoming decidedly less and less cool the more we interact with her. I don't like her very much. Right, what did that note say? 7582. Amazing. Is there anything in here? A picture piece. No secret code on... Is there a secret code on this one? Okay. Oh.
Where are we going?
I can interact with you. I can learn the alien language words for literally stop poking me. That's really annoying. I think this is going to be a trap. I mean, it's not. It's a metronome. But you know what I mean. Okay. Where to? Well, I didn't go to the art room. Let's go check out the art room. Wait, do I need to find a piece of painting? I might, actually, because... 2, 1, 3. Yeah, I am missing one, aren't I? The bottom right piece.
I heard there was a student who killed herself with poison in the upstairs art room. And it seems that student was pregnant at the time. The school tried to say it was just a rumor.
Kosaka, hello, welcome back.
I think it's true story. Because sometimes I hear a baby crying around here.
Is that what this whole area is? Just an excuse for me to yell the word pregante? Went to a friend's birthday party recently, and there was a almost embarrassingly long amount of time where we were all just there going pregananat and iterations. It's always funny. Okay, where do I need to go? 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 I want to say the nurse's office, because there was the eye test that we found, and I didn't really do anything with it because I was being chased at the time. Open. This is not the nurse's office, but it certainly is. But it certainly is where I need to go. Oops. Okay. Oh! I need to go and find the vase. Like we talked about, we had to go and take the tape recorder from Lost and Found, which we might have to do, actually, because we... Hi, sorry, were you waiting for me? Not going downstairs, there's ghosts on the ground floor. Playing the game and had a door glitch out. Didn't show for a little bit. Anything like that in this game. So the only thing I've noticed in this game has been assets unloading on screen, which is not what you are supposed to do with that. I am on the wrong floor. And of course, here's me keeping an eye on the edges of the frame to see if I can demonstrate this. But I don't think I can. Basically, you may know this, but for anyone who doesn't, there are certain ways to save on memory when you're coding a game. And one of the ways to do it is to just stop rendering stuff that you can't see. Like if we're not on the second floor right now, so we don't need to render the second floor right now. Is this the floor? This is the floor. And some of that has been occurring while I've been able to see the stuff. It's not great. Okay, is it you? Does that say anything? That probably says the guy's name. I see that there's a remote in there. Can I tip it up? That'd be kind of clever, actually. Like, if you have to physically tip the item upside down to collect something out of it. But that does not, in fact, appear to be the case. Oh, there you go. There you go. I got a TV remote. Is it a TV remote? It's a stereo remote. That tells me music supplies. Oh, now we're gonna go and do the doodad. The worst one of those I ever had, Kosaka, is probably about the saltiest I have ever been in recent memory in video games. Which is saying something, because I don't get mad. But let me tell you, Zombie U, I was playing that. And I did it, and I got to the end. And I have a fantastic loadout, and I've got all the cool stuff, and I've got the secret items, and I'm ready for the best ending. And I get to the last door, and go through this door, and it opens up, and you win the game. And it's a loading door, so I had to wait, at which point I was rushed by zombies and died. And that game has permadeath, and I went, no. I reject this. I have completed Zombie U, even though I didn't see the credits. I got to the end. Why is there a key taped to the C? It's a CD key! Oh, that's pretty clever, actually. Give me that. Art room. Point is, I got to the end of Zombie U, and even though I didn't see the credits, I count it as a game that I have completed, because you get out of here with your loading door nonsense. That game's fine, by the way. There is one section that's good. Like, really stand out good. And it's about the only bit that takes advantage of the Wii U hardware, weirdly. And, like, does it in a good way. Because there's one bit you drop into a map, and you... Essentially, there is a monster that is able to tinker around with electronic devices, and you realize... Oh no, it's in the Wii U tablet. Excuse me, please. Thank you. That's not what I wanted. I want another felt pen. But I have a few, so I'll be fine. Because I reckon, as soon as I go down there, the game's gonna go, timed event! Let's go! And then I panic. There we go. Now, you'll know when I'm scared because I tend to yelp a lot and say hello. A ghost will pop into the screen and I'll go, ah, hi, how's it going? Along those lines. But, like, genuinely. And then, like, Rickstress and Lady Mappy will be there and, like, 7 out of 10 yell. Good yell.
About earlier. I've always found that kiln eerie. It's like a crematorium with burning corpses, right? That room's locked.
Hi! See? That's what happened! Okay. I know where I need to go. I know what I need to do for this one. We need to go to Lost and Found, I reckon, because that's where that doll was. I saw it. That's music. We need to go to Lost and Found. Which is over here. And then... where's that doll? Where's that doll? There's that doll. A clay doll of a woman. It looks bone dry. And now... we... give... wait, it can't be just easy as giving it to the baby, can it? I speak with experience. It's never as easy as just, here you go, the baby have... I'm going to close that door, because I'm going to keep getting this wrong. Forget you. It's never as easy as just going, here you go, baby, have the thing, now you stop crying. It doesn't work like that. I feel like I've been kind of lucky in that respect, because Tiny Child was not much of a crier. Hey, hey! No? Okay. Do I put it in the kiln? I put it in the kiln. That's a GoldenEye sound effect. That's the GoldenEye file move sound effect. A fired clay doll. It should be cooled in running water. Running water is in the science lab. Remember, all of the sinks were broken except for the one in the science lab? Did I see a note? Oh, I did! Give me that. Let's read that afterwards, because I'm on a timer, and... oh, science lab! Next floor. Biology is, like, about the body and stuff. Not going to be a great many sinks in there. What we want is here. And then one of these will do the trick. You heading out? Well, that's cool. Thank you very, very much for stopping by. Genuinely, thank you so much for helping out with solving that puzzle. I don't know what the answer is, nor do I suspect I will ever, but man, you came through when I needed it the most, and this is very much appreciated. I hope you have a good day. Maybe we'll see you soon. Am I in the right room? I think I'm in the right room. I am in the right room. There you go. The one sink. A clay doll. It's shaped like a woman. Right. Now what I suspect is if I get too close to the baby, it will just smash me to dust. Ironically, given that we are fixing it with a clay doll. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go to the wrong room. What I'm gonna do is we are going to inch forwards. Hey, 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 Bobby. I got the thing. Do you want the thing? There you go. Ah! Quick time events. I remember them well. I was forewarned even. And then that door never existed. Oh, that's great. Look at that touch. And the doll's happy. Genuinely, that is a really, really good effect. I like that they did that. Alright, anything else in this room that I can take? I thought I saw something light up over here. Was it one of these cupboards? I think these might just be here to waste my time during a time section. Oh yeah, I got that other ghost story as well, didn't I? Let's do that. February 14th. It's Valentine's Day. He seemed like he enjoyed the chocolates, even though he said otherwise. It's not even 100 days yet, but it feels like we've known each other for a long time. I hope this doesn't change. We know we love each other, but it's nerve-wracking sometimes. Are other people like us too? February 20th. I've caught a cold. I called him. Hearing him angry startled me, but also made me happy. It came off as awkwardly cute that someone like him, who rarely shows emotion, was worried about me. But is screaming, "Why the hell did you get sick?" the only way to express your concern? February 26th. I wonder if I got fat during the winter. I feel all bloated lately. He made fun of me for my weight gain. He didn't make it sound so bad. What I'm really upset about is the fact that he doesn't express his emotions. Ugh. March 5th. Everyone's still getting used to the new term, but they all look happy. It's good seeing everyone again, talking and laughing together, but it was impossible to see him once school started. We both knew we were busy because of the schoolwork, but it didn't stop me from missing him. Lately, I've been feeling sluggish. I think I didn't get enough exercise during the winter break. Oh no. Oh no. March 14th, White Day. All the kids were buzzing over Gwen Jin all day. I think her boyfriend snuck into school last night to leave her a box of candy. Damn the girl. She's practically been glowing with glee all day. I know I shouldn't feel this way, but I feel annoyed at her. He didn't do anything for me. I'm so sad I could die. March 20th. It's too early to call it spring. I think I'm down with a cold. My body is out of whack. I mean, I'm a senior after all, but still. I talked to him on the phone today. He said something about the duties as a student and whatnot. He meant that we needed to take a break from seeing each other. I feel suddenly scared. I'm scared that I'll never see him again. March 25th. The midterm schedule is set. Today is our 100th day anniversary. We didn't even get to talk on the phone. I'm sure he is busy, but I desperately need to hear his voice and see his smiling face. I can hardly control my emotions. I keep thinking about April 4th. With a sense of dread, I ran the pregnancy test. The result wasn't what I hoped it would be. Having a new life inside me was scary, but in a way it made me feel better. I'm worried about his reaction. Should I tell him? Maybe he will take more interest in me. But at the same time, wouldn't I be a burden to him? April 8th. His reaction was unexpectedly cold and scary. He threatened that he will never see me again if I didn't lose the baby. It scared me to death. But I will give birth to this baby no matter what. I am thankful to the new life inside me. I will keep it even if I have to die. I can't stop looking at the cover of the art book. It's a picture of a clay doll and a woman and a baby holding hands. That I appreciate that they only ran from mid-February to the start of April, because that's roughly about right in terms of timing, and like it's not like months later when you would definitely know this. Also, my character clipping into walls. He'll just go into the wall for no reason. Was this perchance a VR game, Kosaka? Because a lot of those tend to just... Strictly first-person games tend to get kind of weird about where the camera goes. Number 10. Competitive spirit. Kyung-hee's father passed away when she was young, so her family struggled with money. Her family expected her to go to a vocational high school and start making money as soon as possible. Kyung-hee, however, had a different idea. To her, studying hard and getting into a good college was the only chance they had at escaping poverty. So against her family's wishes, she decided to attend a regular high school. In high school, Kyung-hee stayed true to her goal of studying hard. Her grades were so excellent that she became one of the top students in the prestigious Y High School. For her, however, it was not enough. No matter how hard she tried, she just couldn't beat the student in first place. The number one student was a cheerful girl named Sae-young. She had always been popular because of her smarts and kind nature. It was said that her father was a top government official. Maybe that explained how Sae-young could be so confident and positive all the time. Kyung-hee had never once seen her study. She only ever saw her laughing with her friends. In spite of this, Sae-young always had better grades than her. When does she study? Kyung-hee wondered. She decided that Sae-young must be getting very expensive private tutoring. Kyung-hee chewed on her nails out of anxiety. She felt as if she and her family would be doomed to live in poverty forever if she didn't figure out a way to beat Sae-young and become the top student. So she threw herself into her studies more than ever before. She hardly slept and studied so hard that she felt like her eyes could bore a hole through her textbooks. As time passed, dark circles formed under her eyes. Finally, the exam that she had prepared so much for was over. All her classmates complained that the exam was way too difficult. She sat back in her chair and smiled, believing that she had aced it. I will finally beat her this time. Kyung-hee closed her eyes and could already imagine Sae-young's tearful face. At last, the day they would receive their report cards came. The room was filled with varying reactions to the report cards. Some were crying, some were relieved, and some just didn't care. Kyung-hee looked at her report card with confidence. Then, her face twisted in shock. Second place. On the report card, it was written that she'd scored second best again. She turned to look at Sae-young and saw her smiling brightly with her friends. She had lost to her again. Kyung-hee was so stunned after this that she could not focus during any of her classes. The only one thing filled her mind, and that was Sae-young. How the hell could she beat me every time? Must be the expensive private lessons. But I don't have that kind of luxury. This means I could never beat her. It's over now. We'll just have to live in poverty forever. Kyung-hee, from the trauma of her stress, developed a mental disorder and ended up doing something tragic. A rumor spread about her death that a ghost had begun to appear in the library. The library, you say? It is said that if you remain in the library to study until midnight, a girl will glare at you with her chin resting on her hands before suddenly disappearing. Is is that gonna be there as soon as I close this book? I would have done it. Oh, there's the answer to the puzzles. To complete the clay doll, make the shape, dry it, fire it, cool it, throw it at a giant baby hiding in a closet. See, that's the important part of the final, because that's where I didn't do very well with my GCSEs. Just throwing things at a giant baby on the 4th floor, mainly because my school only had 2. It's a really esoteric requirement. Tell you what else my high school had a lot of in the roofing, though, and that is mad quantities of asbestos. We had to shut down for a little while after I had left. How dare they? So it's a third-person game. It's kind of like Haunting Grounds. They only find you if they see you trying to hide. Okay. That's fair. Because games like... less so with Haunting Ground, I don't think. But with Clock Tower especially. With those games, the pursuers would eventually learn where you were. And so... times... Oh! Was it you? Was that... Cassim? It is! I think. So that's... that's how the original build of this game went. Essentially, that ghost was pursuing you as soon as you started, and you could just see her slowly rising up out of the ground. And, yeah, she just chase you. And I don't recall her doing that. No, I think that might have been a ghost, I believe is occasionally colloquially known as, Kasumi.
So young! So young! Hey! So young Han! She's ignoring me again.
Because she was photoshopped into a lot of
Chasing
things,
after her, you need to snap out of it.
including Dead or Alive. Like the video games. No, it's just a coincidence.
Really? Just a coincidence, huh? She runs around like she's possessed or something. This whole school feels like it's been possessed or haunted or something. Ugh.
That is a plot point. I think the school has a lot of ghosts with unfinished business.
That's cute. You're very nice. Worrying about the unfinished business of spirits. There's a complaint box sitting in the new building reading room for students to voice their concerns and complaints. But I doubt any student ever solved anything by using it. And I'll bet all the teachers forgot that it was even there. The living all suffer. But don't you think the dead suffer more? Why does no one listen to the things I say? Wait a minute. Where is Ji Hyun? Wasn't she with you before?
She ran away alone.
Come on! Why did you let her run off alone like that? You
Had better hope that nothing happens to Ji-hyun. I bet this whole thing is about So-young. That's why you don't even have a girlfriend.
I just got here.
Why? Why are you looking at me like that? Got something to say?
Will you be my girlfriend? I was totally gonna pick that if it was an option.
Sorry.
Doesn't even matter what
It's
the
not
other
your
one
fault.
was.
I was just scared and frustrated myself. She probably went to the new building. I'm gonna go look for her. Catch you later.
You're not going anywhere if you're gonna unload your animations like that. There, Kosaka, that's what I was talking about. Off-screen unloading of animations occurring notably on screen. Okay. Do I want to... Do I want to save? Nope! No, I don't! That's real clever, actually. Like, hey, if I flick to the second floor, my character is off to the south of the second floor in an area with no map. And I guess it's just programmed to always appear in relation to the actual map. I just don't have it yet. Go to the new building! Turning on the classroom lights or running around may trigger a janitor. A janitor? Surely you mean the janitor game. You're not gonna... Oh, please, don't tell me there's another one. Oh, but look at this slick upgrade, though. This is absolutely a brand new educational build in the 90s. Except that room looks like a prison. Hey! Oh, you're the cool one again.
Come on, this way. That was close. Hey, exactly what the hell were you thinking? What was that?
Thanks for saving me.
Well, the fact is that I still need your help. But don't make it into a habit. Now that I've found my way into the new building, I know So-young is a part of what's happening.
What makes you so sure?
I have my reasons. Hear me out. So-young's always there. Wherever we go, she gets there before us. We follow her, and all this freaky stuff just keeps happening to us. Doesn't it make sense, then, that she's up to something? I don't like the idea that she's the culprit either. But it's obvious. She's involved in everything that's happening. Do you know where we're going next? The rooftop, 4th floor. I saw her heading that way earlier. She must have something freaky going on up there, too. What's the problem? Don't tell me you still don't believe me.
We just had this discussion where you didn't believe me. Oh, I believe you.
You don't sound so believing. All right, then. Why don't you just go up to the roof and find out for yourself? See if I'm wrong like you think. I have to go find Ji-hyun. Do what you want. But make sure you know who to trust. Or else, you could be stuck here forever.
Look at this unfeasibly evil-looking door. I know it's like the Art Deco style, kinda. But, I don't know. Looks like swords. Alright. Let's go back to the first floor, I guess. Maybe try to hide from Mr. Janitor. Oh, wait. All the lights are on in this building. And all of these classrooms have glass walls. And you can see through glass. Not if you close your eyes. There's your pro tip. Hey, that's pretty cool, actually. The exit is on top of this school for ants. I don't think that's a key card. I think that's just a straight up credit card. Please don't do anything with that. Also, I see your notes that I should save. I agree. I'll do that the first chance that I get. Also, Kosaka, it's funny you mentioned, like, not seeing the main character. Fair enough, it's a first-person game. I appreciate that it's got functional mirrors. I think that's really, really good. I never did solve the puzzle with those guys in that one room. Did I? I thought you'd have to, like, arrange previous principles into year order or something. I don't know. Oh, I can't go that way. Okay. Second floor it is. But yeah, I appreciate the game's got the functional mirrors and stuff like that. It's just standard VR. Not VR. Standard first-person game. But what I was going to say... A typewriter button. Oh, do I have to go back? Can I go back? Where's the door to the other building? I don't know. But I was going to say what a great job I think the guys did with their animations. Like the way that her surname is Ms. R, the way that she was going, that looked really good. Why is that yellow? Felted pens left 4. Why is that yellow? Game's like, oh, that's a really bad number of felt pens left to have, kiddo. You're gonna need 5 of them to get through the back door. To draw the back door. And that's how you make your escape. Just like Larry 3 would have done. The installation of light fixtures in the main hall, below the mid-bridge on the 3rd floor, was completed during the winter break. However, the contractors did a horrible job, and there is currently a risk of the wires shorting out. The repair work has been scheduled to take place during summer break. Please take a moment to read the problem at hand and the temporary solution listed below. Ensure that all students are made aware of this issue. Problem and solution. If the power switch in the electrical room is turned on, While the lights are on for certain classrooms, the light fixtures may blow out. The following classrooms must take caution. Okay. If the lights in these classrooms continuously go off automatically, try turning them on in the following order. It has been reported that the lights will turn off automatically if the lights are turned on in the preceding classrooms. That is going to be an upcoming puzzle. Just you watch. Also, hey, speaking of GoldenEye, welcome to the facility. Or was it the archives? Or the stack? I'm sure one of them also had this white and green wall thing going on. Broken property. 2 cassette players for language learning. Language lab. Language lab. Drive belt is broken. Music appreciation room. Power outlet is damaged. Please repair them as soon as possible, as the backward play function is needed during in-class practices. I think I can play the black... Rooftop swimming pool? That's not where that goes. The game? You are being silly. What is this niche for? I fit perfectly. Don't mind me. Oh, you can tell this is the new building because we got all these, like, Western-looking toilets. Look at that. Look at me! I am going to immediately forget where that is. I noticed there's a seam in the middle of this model where it has been mirrored. Yeah, see, I remember, like, the opening bit of facility, like, after the toilets, but before the tank room. I feel like that definitely had this. And I'm very used to that area more than anything else, because facility is the best map for multiplayer. Some would say Aztec. Some are wrong. It is facility. How do I feel about stuff clipping into walls? Not a fan. Although, it is hilarious. Look at this prison. What the hell is this? That looks great, though. I like that ceiling. That says water. I think the janitor is above me. Because I don't... Is he doing his own theremin sounds? Oh, I'm a big fan of that. I appreciate very much as well that, like, you can see where he's looking because, hi! Are you also hiding from the janitor? Hey, yo, get up here with your bat. I got something I want to show you. You're gonna lose your mind. No? Fine. What did that note say? That note didn't say anything. That was just this opening up. Okay. You made me have to drink my milk. How dare you? That clattering sound gets me every single time. And it will continue to get me every single time. I thought he had an axe! Did you see that? There is no milk in the land of penguins, only ice cream. And ice cream mochi. Ah, I could go for some mochi. I may have some salty caramel mochi in my freezer. And that might be what I'm going to do after this. Am I tall enough that he can see through that? I don't know. He's over there, though. I appreciate also that he is making noise now. What are you directing me towards? What is that interactable? I appreciate very much that he's making noise now, because at the very least I kinda know where he is. So, generally speaking, it depends on what... Don't mind me! Generally speaking, it depends on what is being done. Kosaka, I can't open any of these doors. Now I'm dead. Oh, is that a first aid kit? I have a first aid kit. So, for example, I want to say Animal Crossing comes to mind, because this happens a lot in that. The umbrellas in Animal Crossing do not have collision detection at all. So, if you stand next to a wall, the umbrella will clip through that wall. If you stand next to the notice board, it will clip through the notice board. The key to the new building's rooftop is hanging near the main hall's light fixture. We suspect that this is a malicious prank by some students. We urge the head teachers of each grade to catch the culprits. We'll be calling someone to remove the key next Monday. How get up there? I can't just go up there, can I? I feel like that'd be far too obvious. Oh, this I don't like. I would hate this. Like, I get that that's the accessible and inclusive way of doing stairs. I would not want to be going up those. Oriental Studies. Interesting theory of 5 elements. At the core, the 5 elements express the concept of continually repetitive cycle of birth and death. This corresponds to the Buddhist concept of reincarnation. The 5 elements can be compared to human life. From an Eastern point of view, a man's death does not end in itself. it begins a new cycle. As the five elements symbolize the grand cycle of everything in the universe, the human life is not limited to the treatment of only the physical layer of existence, the body. Following this logic, at times some have expressed a ridiculous notion that the dead can be brought back to life through the theories of the five elements. The idea that by manipulating the relations of the five elements and running the cycle in reverse order, it can trap the life force long enough to cause resurrection. Please take note that this is dangerous. Occultist idea practiced by over... That this is a dangerous occultist idea created by overanalyzation of the theory of the five elements. One should always remember that the cycle is the most important concept in the theory of the five elements, and that the proper way of embracing the Oriental teachings is to live according to the natural order of the universe, and keeping oneself pure, both in body and mind. Though sometimes clipping happens because... how to word this properly? Because of the way that the level data is built. Oh, are you just in classrooms now? I think this thing is just in classrooms now. Are you so young? Is that what this is? Because man, I want to deal with that. So, for example, depending on... Let's say this table right here. Let's say that this was part of the level data. It's not. It's an object which has been placed into the level. But let's assume this is part of the level geometry. It might be the case that the navigational mesh allows you to pass through it, and that's where clipping comes in certain instances. There is notoriously... Oh, what game was it? Amy! The game Amy did that, where most items on the floor were just thrown there after the nav mesh was thrown down. And it's really obvious because you can just walk through all of them. That game is not very good. And I wanted to like that game so much, but I don't, because it's bad, and it makes me cry, because of how bad it is. I'm really sorry to anyone I have upset by reminding you of Amy. It's like, hey, people liked Ico, right? What if we added the worst parts of that and didn't do anything with them? I just want to go to the ground floor. I just want to go to the ground floor. I just want to go to the ground floor so I can start exploring down there. Please. Please. Yondu newspaper, winter issue. Dying message. A dying message refers to the last message left by a victim of a murder, and it is different from a common will in its meaning and concept. The purpose of a dying message is to reveal the murderer. Therefore, the message could provide an important clue for a murder case. But in reality, dying messages are hard to come by. Logically, it will not be easy for someone dying to leave a message. If the person was strong enough to do that, it would make sense for that person to try to find a way to live, rather than writing down their last words. Dying messages in the mystery novels. Mystery novels have heavily influenced the idea of dying message to become widely known by the public. In a mystery novel, a dying message is often used as a literary device to trick readers away from the true plot. Therefore, in novels, a dying message that points straight at the culprit is often a fake one. Also, most dying messages are found in incomplete pieces, or given in the form of a puzzle, on which solving it becomes the main storyline. Dying messages in the real world. As mentioned earlier, dying messages lack practicality, and they are something used in novels. But if one can look at it from a different angle, you could say that the diary, or the notes left by the terminally ill, or someone who did that, falls into the same category of dying messages. Hidden truths. Like its long history, Yaoundé High School has a long list of rumors about accidents and strange happenings. Among these rumors, there are those about dying messages of the teachers and students who did that. According to the rumors, in the days when the school used to have dorms, a house mother, alright, did that and left a dying message. That dying message is supposedly hidden somewhere in the school. Apparently, the message has the passcode that can unlock the key box in the student department office. Since no one has ever seen this dying message, it cannot be confirmed. Do you know what I'm thinking? I think this might be a disguised tutorial. What do we think? Maybe we open a door, turn the light on, and the old janitor goes, "Hey! Ah, the light shouldn't be on. Not at all." And he's going to go over there. And then I can go down there and start exploring in a grid. Because if I come in here, you're in here, aren't you? You're not. But this one unique desk that is whispering to me, that is subtly creepy. I like that. Is that a thing? That's a thing. That's a felt pen! Give me that save. Alright, are you down here? You're down here! Again! This is a little frustrating. Using so much clipping, but when the character clips right through the map. Yeah, that happens on occasion. It is... Man, I really just want to get downstairs and start exploring and maybe unlock this door from the other side, but it's not going to let me. I'll bet you if I go to the occult room, that will have something cool in it. Tell you what else I feel like I need to do is to go and save. Like, I know I pretty much just did in terms of goings on, but at the same time, I've just done a lot of exploration, and I'd really rather not do it again. I just want to go downstairs and start doing the puzzles. And you know what? I want to say I have... Oh no, I have... I've seen this area before. Because Sushi was playing this game, and Sushi came to this exact area and had these exact problems where in this room, all the doors are locked because I can't use my puzzle items while I'm being chased by the janitor man. Good to know. I remember Sushi getting to this point and being like, wow, this guy needs to leave because I can't explore where I need to. Oh, game. Game. Did you just unload all of my note finding? How many pens do I have? That will be my clue. 3. You just undid all my exploration. So we come in here, and then you're in here, so I leave before you eat my face. And, like, it doesn't help. Like, it doesn't help that there is only one exit downstairs. So I can't exactly kite the guy upstairs and explore downstairs. Maybe the janitor really likes Sushi. I like Sushi. She is a cool person. I'm glad I raided into her that one time. She was playing a Fatal Frame 4. How about that? No, it wasn't. 5. Because I had just finished the first one. Anyway. What if I do that? Why would that be an option? That would be the end of this game if I just went, let's load a save game. By which I mean, delete it entirely. Okay, we got all my notes and stuff. Do you want to maybe come up here? And go, hey kid, what you doing? I mean, in fairness, Kosaka, it is. It's a fairly well put together game. The issues I'm having are predominantly mechanical. Like, I need to kite this guy away. Like that. How did that work? It didn't. He's behind me. Well, this is not good, is it? Sparkmane popped in to say hello. Hi! You joined me being really good at this game. Man, do you know what we need? Thrown items. You know a game has broken me when I go, I think it should include part of The Last of Us. Fine, I don't want to go to the ground floor anymore. I'm going to go explore some of the puzzles on the top floor. Because there's rooms up here that I have not been to. So Sparkmane, how you doing? We good? Hope the answer's yes. Alright, so where have I not been? 3-9 and 3-12. If Raindrop is who I think it is, that's a pretty cool name for who I think it is. Also, I'm going to say hello to Schneider. He's a pretty cool guy, too. Right, I need to go into room 312. Because that's... I want to find the videotape that I made with Mary. Yep, that's what a videotape looks like. Everything is fine. I was room 302, Andy. You should know better. I used to have a friend living in apartment 302, and I'm like, she didn't get why I was as excited as I was to learn that. Cool friend. Oh, there's a save point here. I could have just done that. That's going to be the door to the roof, I reckon. And then these are going to... I guess these are going to require a red key card. Because look at this off-center England flag. That's definitely what that is. Hold on. Have I just dimmed the lights and just made everything substantially easier? Probably not. This guy is going to turn and fight me in an instant. Yes. Yes, continue exploring. Let me come downstairs so I can go into that room and see whatever the hell that puzzle was. Because some notes spawned when I went into that room. But I didn't see what it was because the game was too busy doing its thing. I'm starting to think that that's what the answer is. I'm starting to think we have to kite him into an open room. Game, don't you dare! It's very... No, I'm just going to pause because I do not want that guy coming back in here. Kosaka. It's very hard to hide in that room, or this building in general, because they've added all this extra stuff that makes it really, really hard to go where you need to go. Oh, it's saving. Thank goodness for that.
플라톤 이래 서양 철학에서 이성이란 다른 동물과 구분되는 인간의 고유 능력으로 규정되었다.
Oh, that's pretty good. It's my persona, everybody.
이성적 사고는 인간의 지식을 개선하고 더 나은 결정을 내리게 하는 수단으로 여겨졌다. 하지만 문쟁론자들은 이런 고전적 해석에 반기를 들고 나섰다.
Is this a boss fight? I think this is a boss fight. Alright. And then where's that one? You go on. Right, you go on that one. And then you go on that one. I like that Shadow Me is doing the superhero pose. I'm just assuming that we have to copy what this guy is doing in the mirror. It seems very much the thing to do. That's right, isn't it? Oh, you knocked this one over. I wonder what is being said. At the same time, I don't know if I want to know. Like, is this just noises? Is it vocal exercises like in the Metal Gear Solids? And now I'll face myself plays, and we get our persona, and it levels up, and how do I get to that? Can I get in there? I can. Excellent. Give me that. Now I have to escape. I'm not entirely sure that I'm okay with that. Yeah, sadly it's him again. I imagine he's going to be a persistent threat for the rest of the game. Which is unfortunate. Time for you to escape too. See you later, Sparkman. You had absolutely better. red section of the building. That is on the very top floor. Yep, there it is. That's definitely the color red. Can I pick you up? That's fine. He hasn't seen me, and he's beneath me now. Good. Good, 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 good. Don't forget to hydrate. Since it's you. I haven't been doing that the whole stream because there's been a lot of reading going on. And by golly, let me tell you. Also, seriously, does that guy not see the creepy ceiling woman? Because I don't know. That might be a solution to two problems. She gets fed, he goes away. It's all good. Alright, what do we got? Oh ho ho ho! The library, you say? Alright. I was expecting the game to do that thing, where it said if you read the book in the library, then the girl shows up next to you, and gives you quite a surprise. But I guess not. I wonder what the tranquilizer even does. Like a healing item? About labyrinths. During the times of ancient Greece, the word labyrinth referred to an underground building that was designed to be a maze. Labyrinths are later seen as high-fenced gardens during the Renaissance age. The four great labyrinths of the world are the Egyptian labyrinths, the Cretan labyrinths, the Lemnos labyrinth, and the Italian labyrinth. Empirical Woodland, is it Cretan? I thought it was supposed to be Cretan. There are two kinds of labyrinth. The first kind is designed so that all paths lead to the center. In this type of labyrinth, the same path will not be taken twice. Cretan. That's what I thought, because over here, it's spelled Cretan. Although I suppose maybe that could be correct given the historical context. Anyway, the first is designed so that all paths lead to the center. In this type of labyrinth, the same path will not be taken twice, but one must take longest distance possible to reach the destination. In the second kind, the paths are forked and very complicated, making it very easy to get lost. To deal with this type of labyrinth, one must rely on good memory and good judgment. The labyrinth symbolizes many different meanings, and its symbol and appearance changes depending on the era and region. A traditional meaning of the labyrinth signifies exclusion and imprisonment, allowing only those who are worthy to find the exit. Getting to the center of the labyrinth symbolizes uterine regression. I was not expecting where that went. That's how it's spelled rather than how it's said. See, I thought that because put a pin in that. Thus, it is the women who own and control the labyrinth, while men must find the right path to escape. The continuity of the labyrinth signifies immortality and eternity, and in the Eastern philosophy, it means to escape the cycle of birth and death and the rules of karma. In the perspective of a funeral rite, the labyrinth symbolizes death and resurrection. Going into the labyrinth means death, and coming out of it means resurrection. So in a way, the labyrinth can be thought of as a model underworld. My IT lecturer, when I was in high school, he would always use Cretan as an insult. Like, that would be his go-to thing. And just anything you got wrong, yo, cretinous fool, yo. Did I mean to do that in a Welsh voice? Yes, I did. He had a very broad, deep Welsh voice, boyo. And had a really... just a real canny way of making you feel incredibly stupid. And, like, calling you out in front of the class like a cool dude. But, yeah, cretin was his thing. I would just... Nothing! Nothing happened! Nobody here! Close the door, close the door, close the door, and hide! Because I don't want to read that note again. And I don't want to have to... Oh, I don't want to have to do that boss fight again. Not even anything up here. I just did that for the sake of map completion. That interact point in the distance is bugging me so much. I'm going to open this door. And he's going to be directly on the other side of it. So let's not for now. Let's wait for him to go back to his original pathing onto the ground floor. And, explore whatever this room is. Please don't look slightly to your right, sir. There is no way that worked. Like, I appreciate a good bit of cat and mouse stealth mechanics in my video games, although I believe this is the... this is at least the third video game this year where I have run from a pursuing attacker and hidden in the toilets repeatedly. But, like, some of the dodge mechanics in this game are kind of silly. While we're waiting, can I do anything with you? No power. But I know where the power is. Power is over here. So, lights are off. Power is on. Okay. The air conditioner... What do you mean the air conditioner isn't responding? I just turned the power on, didn't I? Unless I need to push the big red go button. That's not a go button. Oh, but... Yeah, there we go. There we go. see, when Janitor leaves me alone, I am able to puzzle it out and work stuff and get it fixed. But like, man, when he's chasing me around, no. The rules for the library. Its laminate coating makes it ideal for shoving between... Am I going to do that one puzzle? Oh, Kosaka, check out that frame rate! 15 whole FPS! You love to see it! What is this game from 2001? It is, actually. So that's fine. Hey!
I'm so tired of this. I'm terrified. I just don't understand why all this happened. We'll never get out of here. We're all going to die.
I mean, we are all going to die eventually. Have some faith. I promise I'll find the way out.
Do you really think you can? Just stay back!
Will you shut up? You'll
Near me.
alert the janitor.
Oh, please, leave me alone. Everyone's acting so strange tonight. Like they've all lost their minds. When I was walking with So-young earlier, Sung-ha came up to us. But So-young just ignored Sung-ha and kept walking. Sung-ha got angry and started following So-young and yelling. I got so scared. Usually, Sung-ha and So-young spend a lot of time off together. And when Sung-ha talks, So-young usually just listens to her. I've never seen them fight like they did earlier.
The true horror
Act like that before.
girl drama in high school.
Bad's about to happen. I think that it was one of them who locked
Man,
us
that'd be a
earlier.
scary setting for me. I don't want to deal with any of that. Ji-hyun disappeared. She did. Dang, alright. Okay. Yin-yang symbol on it. Gives off a lucky vibe. Good stuff. And it was carved into the book, apparently. Investigation on the yin-yang token. More investigation is needed to confirm what actually happened, but I was locked in the dark due to the power outage in the music appreciation room. When I started to lose my sense of direction and began to feel a sort of chill. Typos, man. I observed a bright light emitting from the bag with the yin-yang token in it. I might have been seeing things from focusing too hard on the investigation, but it was nonetheless a magical experience. Don't mind me. I'm just a mice. Nobody here but us. Did I get any texts yet? Man, just like in the real world. So what I'm thinking is the next thing I'm going to need to do is to flip the power over to the alarms. Because if you remember, we got that message about the questionable woman who shows up and doesn't like when the alarms are sounded. dare. Ooh, a felt pen. Please don't be investigating me. I'm just a little guy hiding in the library. Don't mind me. Okay. We turn you off. Throw you into security. There we go. Do I actually want to do that? Oh, it breaks. Well, disregard that then. My previous idea was null and void. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hide in the most convenient place possible, right up here on the 4th floor, and I'm going to save, because I think this is where we end for the day. And coming in next time, I'm going to have to swindle my way back down there and go to whatever room I just unlocked. I don't actually remember. There you go. Music appreciation. That's where I'm going next. But, like... not right now, because it's... all the way down there. And... I'm not arguing with the janitor today. Hopefully, loading in, let's find out. This is the last thing we're going to do today. We're going to load in and see if the janitor has reset his position. Golly, I hope so. Otherwise, this might take a bit. And that might be what I do, like, just before the start of the next stream. Is like, just battle my way downstairs. And, oh, his pathing has reset. Amazing. He's heading down. I will head down. See you on the ground floor, nerd. Alright. Pausing that. Going over here. Thank you very much, everyone, for hanging out, watching the stream. Thank you very much to Mystery Assassin for showing up and just solving a puzzle out of nowhere. Dear God, I still don't know the solution to that puzzle. And I don't know what I would have done without that mystery fellow. I'm just gonna count my blessings for that one. Ooh, but they are now following me on Twitch. Thank you, email. I appreciate that very much. Right, who's streaming? Anybody got recommendations for streaming? Who are we gonna go and harangue today? I know who it's going to be. It's going to be our new friend and friend of Empirical Woodland. It's going to be Gothic Lolly. I still think that name is absolutely fantastic. No stream tomorrow, because I just don't stream on Tuesdays often. So come back Wednesday, we're going to finish off Koa. Thursday, I don't know, it depends what I feel like doing. And Friday is... It might be a P-Cross game. You don't know. It's a P-Cross game. See you next time, everybody.